What's up, guys? So, I know this video is a bit late. Um, I have been wanting to make a video on the Nintendo Switch news. So the reason why it's a bit late. Sorry, my nose ring is like stuck. There we go. So the reason why the video is late is because there was still more information coming out, like, during all that stuff, like, even up until this fucking morning, I believe. So, my thoughts. The Switch 2 Direct looked incredible. Games looked immaculate. Mario Kart World, oh my god, that shit, I was literally jumping out of my seat screaming, freaking the fuck out, because that shit was so cool. Donkey Kong Bonanza, that looks like my Nintendo Game of the Year. Possibly. I have been wanting a Donkey Kong game like that for so long. And not only that, I've also wanted a modern day Incredible Hulk game where you can just wreak havoc, and I think that is going to be the closest thing to a modern day Incredible Hulk tie-in game or something. So we got the next best thing, fucking DK, just wreaking havoc in Nintendo land. Sick as hell. So that'll be fucking cool. My issue is, now for one, I know people were misconstrued or they were misguided to think that the physical copies of games were going to cost $10 more than the digital versions. So Mario Kart 8, or no, Mario Kart World is going to cost $80 digital, $90 physical. That's not the case. It was just showing $90 in some countries. Sorry, indigestion's crazy right now. But yeah, so it was just in other countries where it just showed the $10 price difference. I live in America, so for me, it'll be $80 across the board. Now, that doesn't change the fact that I don't like that some of the games are not even on the fucking cartridge. Like, it's just a license, like a key, to basically say, hey, you're allowed to download the game. And I don't like that at all. And I also don't like that you have to use, or have to have Nintendo Switch Online to use game chat. I think that is very lame. I think you should be able to just talk to friends free. I know the game chat thing is like the big thing, like the social side of things is like the big thing on Nintendo Switch 2. Like, that's the gimmick. It's a very social system. I don't like that just me having the ability to talk to my friends is gonna cost money, especially in a subscription, to where I'm gonna have to pay money every month or yearly to talk to my friends. That doesn't make any sense. So I probably won't be playing online on the Switch, more than likely. I mean, even with fucking Mario Kart, I just play against bots, and I crank it up to 200cc. So, like, I'm not, I don't care. I mean, the only thing I might get online for is GameCube games. So, like, if I want to play, which that looks insane, the backwards compatibility, that is going to be nice. But they still have yet to mention if they're going to raise the prices of Nintendo Switch Online. So, which brings me back to that point. I think they will. I think they will raise the prices of Nintendo Switch Online, because not only are they adding game chat to it, they're also going to be adding insanely more amounts of games through backwards compatibility through Nintendo Online. So therefore, I think the $2.99 monthly subscription is gonna be gone. I think that will be no more. I think whereas it's also like $20 for a year, that'll probably go up to, I'm gonna say like 60, probably. It wouldn't surprise me if it goes up to like $60 for a year of Nintendo Online. So then that would probably make it around $5.99, $6.99 ish for a month. Which I mean isn't terrible. But still, you're gonna be charged a lot more on the everything with the Switch 2. You're going to be charged more than you were with the Switch 1. So that's like the big disclaimer before you purchase one. Expect to be spending a lot more money as a consumer on these games and on the hardware and on the accessories that you want. Everything is going to be a lot more expensive. And not only because things are getting more expensive, because technology's advancing and all that stuff, games are getting more powerful. There's the tariff situation. I'm not going to get political. I don't care about politics. I fucking hate it. But because of the tariff situation, there is a great chance that if Nintendo in America, aka the president, don't come with a conclusion or an agreement within 2 weeks, it could automatically set any electronics coming from Japan, other countries, and stuff like that up to like a 35% interest boost, and that is insane. So, yeah, so then the Switch 2 would go from $449 base console to more than likely probably like $649 base, and then $700 for it with Mario Kart. That's worst case scenario. I don't think that'll happen. I'm crossing my fucking fingers. I don't think that's gonna happen. That is worst case scenario. I do think it will increase to at least $100. So I think we'll probably see the price hike up to $549 and then $600 for it in Mario Kart. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that and clear some things up, because I feel like even like some of like a bunch of the bigger YouTubers that are covering the Switch stuff right now is getting a lot of stuff confused, or like not I don't know, just not taking in all the information, and like not assessing the whole thing, and they're just panicking. So that's why I was going to make this video like as soon as all the information came out, but then more information just kept coming out and more and more, so I wanted to wait until I felt it was more appropriate, when I had all of the correct information and all the facts. So yeah, I can't really think of anything else. Oh, one more thing. So when it comes to the $80 like base price for Nintendo Switch exclusives now, Donkey Kong Bonanza is gonna be $70, so that's leaving people to believe that maybe since Mario Kart's gonna cost $80, that it's not gonna have like any paid DLC or anything like that. That would be gas. So like maybe like just free updates to the game for courses and stuff like that, because everyone plays fucking Mario Kart. You're gonna sell millions, like trillions of copies of that fucking game. Mario Kart is single-handedly, out of all of your Nintendo games, is probably one of the biggest ones. Just say. It's either that or Smash Bros. So, yeah. And then on top of that, I think the upgrades. Oh boy, I almost left that out. The upgrades for the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Nintendo Switch games. For Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom, totally fine with it. I think that's immaculate. I think those games deserve it. Both of them. They're both identical in the sense of, like, the maps are very similar. Tears of the Kingdom literally takes place on the same map as Breath of the Wild, just bigger. So, I mean, it makes sense, you know what I mean? Like, just to get more improved versions of those games, because they are incredible. Why the fuck are we getting Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 Upgrade Edition? Just make a new Mario Party, man. I mean, I know that Mario Party just came out, but that's fine. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. I just think some of the games that they chose to add upgrade packs to was fucking ridiculous. I think that's stupid. Like, Mario Party Jamboree just came out, and you're already adding paid DLC, essentially, to the game that those players not only can't play if they don't have a Switch 2, but they still have to buy the upgraded version of the game when they get the Switch 2 to play the new stuff. That's a little shitty, man, just to play some fucking Mario Party. I think that's dumb. I think that's incredibly stupid. Oh, and the tutorial game. I can't even remember what the fuck it's called, but you all know what I'm talking about. It's not free. They're charging for it. That is stupid. Wii Sports, the biggest tutorial game of all fucking time. Like, literally everyone and their mother has played fucking Wii Bowling. And that was free with the Switch. Or the Wii. Why are we paying for a lesson on how to use the new console, or the new functionalities on the new Joy-Con 2s, or the new chat button? Why do we have to pay $10, $15 for that? I'm just saying. I think that is... And if not, we might have to pay more now because of the tariff situation. So, we don't know if that's going to affect games, too. We don't know, like, that could affect PC parts. That could affect, like, literally fucking everything. If you're a gamer, or any kind of person that just loves, like, any kind of game, electronical stuff, board games, anything, you should be afraid. And I'm not trying to get political or anything like that, but when it comes to prices getting increased at such a drastic rate so quickly, like in the blink of an eye, and gaming being more successful than movies and any form of entertainment nowadays, because gaming is, like, it's bigger than... I mean, you have kids playing games, and then you have all the way up until, like, elderly people still shitting, soiling their diapers, but elderly people playing games. So it's like, the gaming industry is massive, and yet Nintendo, debatably the biggest company in that industry, wants to shit on not only their reputation for being one of the greats, but they also want to take a shit on the people that have supported them all these years. And I think that sucks. The tariff thing, I understand that's not on them. That's on us, like on our country. Like that's America. But you didn't have to make Mario Kart World $80, unless it's worth it. You didn't have to make the tutorial game $10. Like, or however the fuck much it's gonna be. I've heard $10 is probably gonna be the price for it. And Joy-Cons, if you wanted a pair of Joy-Cons already, like that was like $80. Is that shit gonna go up to over $100 if you want to get a new pair of fucking Joy-Cons by themselves? Like, shit's crazy, man. Like, that camera being as cheap as it was, that's probably not going to happen anymore, unless if there might be some products that may remain as is, but I don't know. They, like, considering that the camera was like part of some of the games and like the game chat feature, I'm more than willing to bet that they will raise the price on it, because it seems like it's more or less like a not an essential, but it's just nice to have, if that makes sense. Like, it's definitely not a need, but it's also like more than a want, I guess. So it just makes it's like a convenient item, I guess. Like, if you are already using game chat, and just might as well have the little cam there. Unless if you just don't want it, then that's fine too, save your money. But yeah, I just think it's bullshit. I think it's crazy that the industry, as big as it is, also takes a massive shit on the entire fan base that supports them, buys their shit, like, gives them support even when the games suck, even when the consoles suck, even when like, people just want good stuff. And at the end of the day, like, people are still gonna buy the Switch too, but they're only gonna shoot themselves in the foot if they make it harder to get stuff for the Switch 2. Like, it's crazy. But I'm just talking in circles at this point. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts about the whole thing. And yeah, I mean, this is probably not going to be the only it's not going to be the only news that comes out about the whole thing. PS5s are more than likely going to go up. I mean, hell, if they can't figure out something, we might get a whole delay on the Switch. The Switch 2. So, like, it might not even come out this summer if they can't come to a conclusion within 2 weeks. So, but we'll see how it goes, guys. I'll be keeping you all posted. And yeah, I'll probably be streaming tonight, so twitch.tv/RileyPS3, come hang out. Probably be playing some Bleach, or I don't know, we'll figure something out. But yeah, I'm gonna go chill for a little bit. Yeah, guys, it's a sad time in gaming. Sad times. And I just hope it gets better. So yeah, hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.